At night, the mother tore off her daughter's face completely, accompanied by a piercing scream. It was as if she had gone mad. She continued to peel off the child's skin. In the end, the girl transformed into an infant. This story took place a few days ago. The family of 3 went on a trip by car. On the way, the older sister and mother got into an argument and didn't pay attention to the road ahead. As a result, a car accident occurred. The older sister and mother were unharmed. However, the younger sister was struck by a signboard. Half of her face was slashed off. The older sister screamed in terror upon seeing this. They arrived at the hospital. The doctor told them the girl had woken up, but there was something very strange. When they reached her hospital bed, they discovered that the girl's face had grown back, but this didn't make sense. The doctor then showed her mother an MRI scan of the girl's body, revealing that her body was made up of layers of skin. There were no internal organs or brain. The mother couldn't believe it. The doctor continued, saying each layer of skin represented a different age. The outer layer, the one visible now, was 20 years old. The mother asked if the girl's body contained her younger self. The doctor replied that this was possible. At that moment, the mother almost burst with joy. She refused the doctor's further treatment. She insisted on taking the girl home. Outside the hospital, the older sister and mother talked about how all of this was a curse, one caused by the tomb their father had dug up. 20 years ago, when their father dug up a tomb, he discovered an extremely strange phenomenon. The soil in the tomb had a layered appearance. At the deepest part of it, they unearthed the skull of an infant. The man believed this was part of a ritual, where the body was covered with layers of clay, until it formed a massive tomb. People didn't find this explanation problematic. Soon after, a heavy rain began to fall. The man took the skull home. The older sister believed their father had broken the curse's seal, for after that, their father's health rapidly declined. 9 years later, he passed away. The curse not only affected the younger sister, but it also affected the older sister. She then opened her mouth, and revealed that she, too, was made up of layers. That night, while the mother was taking care of the girl, she felt an overwhelming impatience. She believed the cause of the accident was herself. After the girl fell asleep, the mother kept calling her 2-year-old daughter's name. The girl's rebelliousness had made the mother's possessiveness unsatisfied. But if the girl was still 2 years old, she would be obedient to her mother. However, no response came despite numerous calls. Just when she was about to give up, a sound came from within the girl's body. The cries of the 2-year-old daughter drove the mother into madness. She stroked the girl, finally making up her mind. The remaining half of the face was torn off, accompanied by a terrible scream. When the older sister arrived, the mother had already peeled off the entire face. Listening to the daughter's cries, the mother became more and more insane. One face after another was brutally ripped off. The older sister watched in horror. Finally, the 2-year-old girl was revealed. Hearing mommy over and over, the mother couldn't take it anymore. She tore at the girl's skin again. Not only that, she demanded that the older sister help, so the two of them started peeling the skin together. However, in the end, the mother's expectations did not come true.